Jon Laws is an independent security consultant specialising in CCTV. Jon, you're speaking in the Next Generation CCTV and Surveillance Theatre at IFSEC International 2012 this coming summer. What are the main topics you'll be covering at the NEC?
The future for CCTV is going to be fantastic, so I'm going to be looking at the various technologies that are involved in that future. So we're talking about displays, talking about cameras themselves, the possibilities of getting rid of some of the mechanical parts, and the recording and transmission as well. So those are the main topic areas that I'll be covering.
And can you see a future for three-dimensional technology in the surveillance sector, Jon?
The answer has to be a yes and no. Yes, in certain circumstances, and I'll expand in a second, and no from the point of view of cost and problems with technology. To get three-dimensional images, we need to use 2 points of view, so we get stereoscopic vision, simulating the eyes. And that means we've got to have 2 cameras at every location, 2 means of transmitting those images back, so the costs and the transmission is going to be preventative, I think. But where we're looking at surveillance of perimeters and such, the stereoscopic view is going to be very important. To be able to see whether somebody is to the left or to the right of a fence is going to be very important, and I think there is a market for it in that area.
Looking ahead, Jon, are there any gaps in education and training for CCTV professionals at present, do you feel?
Yes, indeed, because at the moment the industry, as far as installation and consultancy, is completely unregulated. I feel that we need to get further regulation in to know that we can then get some basic minimum standards of education into the industry itself. The area we're looking at is in CCTV design, in the installation and the consultancy itself. Whilst there are courses around on the market at the moment, we do have a problem with what's coming up in the future. The technology needs to be transmitted through to the new people in the industry, and we're breeding, of course, people who are now going to be strongly biased towards IT. So hopefully that gives you an idea of where I think we have got the gaps.
And lastly, Jon, how do you think we can enhance public confidence in surveillance?
The big thing is by demonstrable results. We don't see good CCTV on television or in the press. That's because all the good CCTV just goes through the courts and the bad guy puts his hands up and says, yes, I did it. But we see the bad stuff, and that gives a bias that is negative in my opinion. We need to try to make sure that we report more of the successes of CCTV, where crime has demonstrably reduced or where convictions are obtained with CCTV as a primary or secondary part of that conviction. So in general, it's enhancing by a positive view, not unfortunately from some of the negative views that we get within the industry at the moment.
Thank you very much indeed, Jon.
Thank you.